Armed Neos is here. We have some interesting promo cards and some interesting news in other parts of the game as well. Hey, 34% of you guys have not smashed the ever-loving crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up the 100K ladder here. So, this is literally Armed Neos. And I just want to say, like, the box and configuration stuff that they're doing for the Secret Utility box, the sleeves, these look gorgeous. Like, good job to Konami. And there's this thing. This is Armed Neos. And, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a thing. So it's a level 10 warrior wind monster, which is fine. It's an elemental hero. And they punch you in the face with an armed dragon monster. I was hoping, my fingers were crossed, that this would be a hero plus a dragon monster. It was, must be fusion summon. If this card is special summon, you can choose one dragon in your graveyard and destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with equal or lower attack. Okay, I mean, good news is this is a Neos fusion drop target. Alright, like, let's call that what that is. When this card destroys opponent's monster by battle. Oh boy! During the main phase, quick effect, you tribute this card special summon one elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Alright, well, that's actually semi-decent. Getting a battle phase split effect, I think is not the worst thing in the world. Is this comparable to Rainbow Neos? I mean, it is effectively a new Rainbow Neos that you can play in the deck, which is cool in and in itself, for sure. Is there some level of synergy you can play here with, like, I don't know, Dark Armed Dragon or something? Yeah, quite possibly. There's always, you know, the option to explore that. But from where we're sitting right now, this is... It's interesting. I don't have any other real words to put in. I'm just processing the fact that this could have been a Neos plus a dragon monster or something. Like the Fabled Fusion, and they're just like, oh. Promotional pack details. Oh, boy. This is Extas Hydra? This is kind of an interesting little guy. 2000, level 4. It's completely instant fusionable. Oh no. 2+ monsters you cannot, or you control, special summon from the extra deck. First of all, I like how it has to be you control. They've learned their lesson about making these super poly targets, this seems. So, monsters your opponent control of the same type, Fusion, Synchro, Pendulum, and Link, as any of the materials used for this card's fusion summon, lose attack equal to their original attack. That's interesting. When this card inflicts 1,000 or more battle damage to your opponent, you can draw one card for every 1,000 damage they took. You know, for the summoning conditions behind this thing, that just feels kind of weak, but interesting, once again, nonetheless. We also have Triage Master. This is a tuner plus a non-tuner to make it. This looks like a little knight from, like, World of Warcraft, actually. 2,100 attack, 1,800 defense. So, you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is Synchro Summon, you can apply one of these effects based on the level of the material used for this card summon. If you used 3 materials, you can apply all 3 effects in sequence. Okay, so if we used a 1 and a 5, we can destroy one other card on the field. A 2 and a 4, we can draw a card. Or a 3 and a 3, this card is treated as a tuner. I mean, I guess that's actually semi-not horrible. As like a stepping stone for like synchro decks, maybe that this would see some level of play, for sure. Also, you know, the fact that this is a warrior monster seems semi-worth it here. What is this? We have Didotal, the Liquid Giant. What? This is an Exceed with a Pendulum Scale 3. 2,400 attack and 400 defense. You can only use the Pendulum effect this card's name once per turn. You can target one Exceed monster you control. Attach this card to it as material. That's a Pendulum Scale effect. Okay. 2 level 4s. If you can Pendulum Summon, level 4, you can Pendulum Summon this face-up card from your extra deck. You can only use the first effect this card's name once per turn. So you can detach one material from this card, place this card in your Pendulum Zone, and then you can add one Pendulum monster from your graveyard to your extra deck face up. That is interesting. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, and place this card in your pendulum zone. They really want this thing to be able to float to the pendulum zone. But it is a scale 3, which is actually not horrible as well. Okay. Next up is the Tuner Tug of War. What in the world is this art? This is a field spell, by the way. What? When either player draws a tuner for their normal draw during the draw phase, they can reveal that card or cards. That player draws 2 cards. What? For their normal draw phase, which means that this has to stick around on the field for that to matter. If your opponent draws with this card's first effect, you lose 2,000, and if you do, send this card to the graveyard. This is one of the most convoluted, weird cards that I have ever seen in the game, because on activation, it gives the check to your opponent for the first check, and then this has to stick around until the following turn. Konami, what are you doing? This is just a really weird card in design. And then we have the Lucian Lab. Now, we've already talked about this guy, but once returning, you trigger one face-up monster on the field. It becomes a machine monster. Also, its attribute is treated as light, dark, earth, fire, wind. It basically becomes the avatar, effectively. I think, looking at this card, I think that this card was a hilarious design. I like the idea of it, because getting to turn something to a machine and getting the ability to pass on all of those particular stats to it, all of those attributes, it's very fun. We've never really had a card like this in the game that can do all of this, and I think, even though this is a fun little card on the side, that this definitely opens up the door for some relatively interesting things. So I do like that quite a lot. I definitely see what they're doing here. Generic OCG Jump Festa info here. We got info on they showcased the Dark Magician Girl map. We also got info on the next stainless steel card from Japan. Now, this thing is actually beautiful. I'm actually impressed with this one, Japan. This is what, 10,000 yen. Base price is 15,000. This was with tax added. People who will be entered into a lottery. So yeah, they're going to do another stainless steel card for the Dark Magician Alternate, and man, oh man, this looks absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm genuinely excited to see that. Quarter century dual set, the Winged Dragon and a Ra. So you're going to get a little bit of a look here with this, which looks absolutely amazing. I'm glad to see that they are revisiting this. This is definitely something that we needed. Pre-orders will ship on the 18th. Egyptian God set. Oh, what is this? They're doing cups. Okay, that's some pretty cool merch, I suppose. There's going to be a Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! TikTok now. The next United Duel Series tournament, December 26th to January 15th. Oh my gosh, this Eldritch mat is beautiful. Wow. I want this. What? Let's see here. Japan Championship, guess what? They're getting another verse. Oh man, this is actually really cool. I'm glad to see that Japan is getting the chance to get this. So yeah, they're getting our prize card already. So shop tournaments get a common version of another verse. Shop winners will get a super rare version. And then there was no news on a Master Rule update. Wow. We also got figure news here. We're actually all of the Charmers. This is beautiful. They did it. The Monster Figure Collection. And IP Masquerena is going to get a one as well. What? I didn't suspect that. Masquerena releases a figure done by Ami Ami X Snellshell. Huh. I just once again want to show this. Like, look at this. So this is the first part of all of the news. The Neos is whatever about, if you want my honest opinion. The promos are very interesting as well, and you know, the generalized info we got, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patron.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.